HarperCollins presents Mother Hens by Sophie Mccartney. Read by Laura Brydon. Prologue. I often used to wonder what makes seemingly good people do horrifically bad things. Hatred, greed, jealousy, a cup of tea made with the milk added first. Just how far can a person be pushed before finally snapping and shoving someone back over a cliff? Cascades of loose coppery stones flurry downwards past his flailing feet as they desperately try to find their footing on the crumbling edge of the never-ending scorched abyss. God, it's breathtaking up here, almost as beautiful as those bright blue eyes of his, which are now burning even more brightly with shock and betrayal under the searing heat of an Arizona sky. Dilated pupils foolishly attempt to penetrate the remaining fragments of my enraged soul, and, as they do, I wonder, is it really too late for him? For us? For a margarita? If there was ever a time to be tanked, this is most definitely it. Although the events unfolding before me are happening in a matter of split seconds, in the vengeance-thirsty sandstorm of my mind, time is as still as my stone-cold heart. Water slowly trickles from places I didn't even know were capable of perspiration, and two wet boob-shaped orbs of sweat are now visible on my shirt. He was always a breast man, and I wonder whether God might see this last cheap thrill before the bitter end as a final act of kindness. A good deed that will perhaps result in a bit of time shaved off my eternal damnation. Unlikely, given the number of deadly sins committed. Lust, envy, pride, wrath. And now look at me, about to break one of his 10 commandments too. Thou shalt not kill. Without warning, his bloodied hand lurches towards mine, catching me off guard and causing me to stumble forwards to the edge of nothingness. Maybe we'll both go down together in a blaze of glory, destined to spend eternity with one another, like he always promised. In this moment, however, as those magical fingers of his fleetingly graze against my own for the very last time, I remember everything. The way he made me feel, the fire, passion, lust, but also the lies, venom, manipulation, and his ability to destroy a life without hesitation or regret. I see him clearly for what he is, a beautiful monster, an apex predator, and king of chaos. With the lightning-quick reactions of someone who's been burnt by a flame, my hand instinctively jerks away. As I watch that once heart-stopping, knicker-dropping, handsome face of his slip into the sun-scorched void, my mouth curls into a slow and satisfied smile. Finally, he's out of our lives and into the afterlife, forever. As it turns out, the catalyst for unspeakable callousness is actually very simple. A human being's greatest downfall always has been, and always will be, love. But now, love is dead, and so is the king. So what next? Long live the fucking Queen. Chapter 1. Domestic Bliss. It never snows anymore in December, does it? Of course, that doesn't stop the annual festive tradition of every British tabloid rag madly speculating on the odds of a festive flurry, a bit like that psychic octopus who predicted the World Cup results. Apparently, the chances of Cheshire getting a white Christmas this year are 2 to 1, but on looking out of my kitchen windows at the clear sky and bright winter sunshine cracking the garden flags, I decide this must be a reference to the county's middle-class cocaine addiction. All down to global warming, I suppose. The weather, I mean, not the drug-taking. I like to do my fair share, though, of helping the planet, that is, not snorting coke. Once I had an awful reaction to night nurse, and it very much put me off trying anything harder.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?